Hello, everyone, and we are back for our Born to Do Business live series. Today, we are starting our 5 days of Scale Your Business Lab. And I'm really excited because I love talking about scaling your business. This is one of my favorite topics. Those of you who know me know that I did already many trainings around this, and I find that scaling your business is the most fascinating journey that you can be on. So many mindset shifts that we have to go through, and we have to revisit so many things from different perspective. And so I'm really, really excited to talk about that. But first, I want everyone to introduce themselves in the chat. You know how it goes. This is not new for you. I need to know that I'm not talking alone to my screen, because that I do very often already. So I would love for you to type in the chat and tell me who you are, where you're from, what is the reason that you registered to that Scale Your Business Lab. Are you in the scaling stage, or maybe you don't know what stage you're on? What is the one question that you're losing sleep over right now in your business? We always have that one question that we don't know what to do about, or that we are worried about, or we have anxiety, or we have fears, or maybe we want to look forward to something, afraid to be disappointed. So I would love for you to type in the chat your name, to type in the chat where you are from, and the one reason why you registered to this lab, or the one goal that you have for this lab, the one question that you're expecting an answer to. So I'm waiting for you to type in the chat, so that again I can not feel like I'm alone. In the meantime, I'm looking here in the Facebook group to see who is with us tonight. And I know that some of you are also watching this from the recording, and that's also perfect, because even if you can't be with us live, it means that you can watch this whenever it's convenient for you. And one of the things that happens when you scale your business is that all of a sudden you don't have time. All of a sudden, it's not, I want more clients, it's I want more time. And so for those of you who are in this situation, I know what it feels like to be running after time. And I want to tell you about what happened when I went through my scaling stage process, and how it really put my whole world upside down. Because like many of you, I'm sure I was. And while I'm telling that story, please type in the chat and tell me who you are and where you're from, and what you're expecting from this lab, so we make sure that we are on the same page. And so while I was, growing my business, I started my business, the one that I'm in right now, the Born to Do business. I started 6 years ago, and I was already an independent, from 2012, and we are in 2021. So we're talking about almost 10 years. But I started as a consultant, as many of you know. I was a consultant for very big organizations and even government institutions and big companies. And I was a strategic consultant, giving advice on strategy and marketing and communication and business development. And it was really a great experience. I loved being a consultant. I loved, being able to understand what a situation was, to be able to give a diagnosis, to look at the big picture, and to come back and have a very laser focused plan of action after having observed the strategy, which is one of my strong suit, is being very strategic and being able to see the big picture. And so while I was, being a consultant, making money, having clients, and, it's the whole spiel, right? It's getting dressed nicely, going into those big meeting rooms, and being, those big fancy, restaurants and meetings, and traveling also a lot. I mean, there are a lot of perks, right, in being a consultant. But it really came to me, and I often talk about my purpose crisis, when I decided, when I said, I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. It could be, that I'm making money. It could be that I'm serving people, but I'm actually not enjoying what I'm doing, and I don't feel that this is my purpose. And this is when I went on my quest for my Born to Do. This is when I came up with this concept of the born to do. And this is when I started talking about discovering your born to do, aligning to your born to do. And I'm sure that a lot of you already heard, heard that this was really my quest. And if this is something that you know about already, type in the chat and tell me, yes, this is, we know what it means to born to do. And if you don't know what it means, then just tell me so that I can talk about it more. I love talking about the born to do. That is definitely a topic that I love talking about. And so once I found my alignment, and I created the Born to Do business, which is what we have today, Born to Do business programs, it was great. It was just, okay, that's clear. What I need now is I need to have more clients, right? And I started looking for more clients, and I started doing more marketing, and I started doing more promotion and being more visible and doing everything that I'm sure you've been all doing or you're still doing. And, one goal was having more clients, right? And then all of a sudden, well, actually, it doesn't happen all of a sudden. It happens slowly. But then I felt like I was being overwhelmed, right? I was almost at full capacity. I didn't know how to be able to answer to all those requests. So I didn't know how to be aligned with myself or take care of myself or have a balanced, schedule, or even know how to provide service for that many people. And that's when I went on another crisis, which was a burnout, completely burnout. So I was aligned. I had found my born to do. I had, found my offer. I knew exactly what I wanted to sell. I even knew who was my ideal client, but I didn't know how to live with all this and be able to be an entrepreneur and a woman and, a mother and everything that I wanted to be, and not be burned out and not work from 7 in the morning until 10 at night and not being able even to get up from my chair. And I'm sure that this happened to you too. So I want you to type in the chat if this is resonating with you. If you are at a stage where you are not, you're so overwhelmed, and you're so, this is something that you feel, and if you're watching the recording, then just journal about it, right? You don't have to type in the chat, but you can type, you can write for yourself, like, this is resonating. This is something that you feel that, you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, because you want to be making more money and serve more clients. And if you continue on that road, and if you continue to serve more clients and not have time, then you're going to be burned out, and there's not going to be enough of you to go around. And so those are the clients that I serve today. I serve the clients that are actually so good at what they do that they have a lot of requests. And the requests that they get are requests from people that want to work with them. And their problem is not having enough clients. Their problem is knowing how to serve those clients and more, and how to scale. And so that's the definition of scaling. And today we're going to talk about, and not only today, the next 5 days, right? The next 5 live trainings, we're going to talk about what does it mean when we get to that level of business, that we have the clients, we have the offer, we have the ideal client, but we get so many requests, and we have so many potential and possibilities, that we don't know how to stay focused, that we don't know how to stay aligned, that we don't know how to take care of ourselves, right? And so there are many solutions, of course, and we're going to talk about them. The first one is, of course, mindset, because if our business is going to the next level, then we have to go to the next level, right? And usually the only person who is stopping us from going to the next level is, guess who? It's us, right? And so the first thing we want to do is, we do want to get to the next level with our mindset. And then everything else has to follow, because once we take our mindset to the next level, then we are going to take our offer to the next level. Then we're going to take our marketing to the next level. Then we're going to take our systems to the next level. And then we're going to take our team to the next level. And that's why we need 5 days for the Scale Your Business Lab, if you were wondering. So I'm still, would love for the people that are in the live to type in the chat who they are and why are they joining us today, and what is the goal for them in terms of scaling their business, because this is something that we want to discuss with people that have actually the this level of business that is the scaling level. And today we have a guest that is our surprise. We have a guest, special guest, which I think that even before I start with the presentation, we started a little late. So even before we start with the presentation, I think I'm just going to bring her on in because she's already waiting in the waiting room. I can see her, but you cannot. She is, she's an amazing, amazing entrepreneur. And I actually had a slide to present her, but I feel like we can just introduce her and she's going to introduce herself. And the reason I want to tell you before I let her in, the reason why I wanted to invite this guest on our inspiration panel is because this entrepreneur, and she's going to talk about this, really, really did a lot of work on her mindset. And that is the theme of today, right? Today is Scale Your Mindset as day number 1 of the Scale Your Business Lab. As we said, the first thing that we're going to have to do is go through our mindset to become that CEO of our business, right? To go from I'm an entrepreneur and I'm selling products and services to I'm a CEO of a business and I'm taking my mindset and my business to the next level. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Daniela.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're here, Daniela. This is amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I know. So we didn't have time to start with the slides. So I didn't even show the slides that I had with a nice picture of you and an introduction. But you're better than the picture. You're the real thing. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Natalie. I'm Daniela Rudolph, and I'm the marriage architect. And I happily set singles up. I'm a matchmaker, I'm a dating coach, and a marriage educator, actually in reverse order. I became a marriage educator. I then became a matchmaker, and then I realized that everything that I brought to the table, being an educator, a marriage educator, and as people asked me to set them up, I recognized that I was able to integrate all of my marriage education concepts into the dating and making sure that my couples are happily dating, not just no forcing, and that they are building a solid foundation in their dating relationship and getting married because they want to get married to each other because they're really happy. So that's really what most of what I do, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on that I'm here to discuss, or at least to be here representing the concepts of what Natalie is always teaching, bringing a lot of education to the table. Natalie's a great educator. and yes, I have, there's so much that goes on into, as Natalie encourages me to scale, as opposed to just growing my business and doing everything myself.
Amazing. So this is exactly why I wanted to invite you. And like I said, I don't know if you were here, but I said there are 5 days in the Scale Your Business Lab. And the first day is Scale Your Mindset. And I was actually going through and thinking, like, who can I invite as a guest for Scale Your Mindset? And of course, your name came up because Daniela, you are the queen of mindset. I mean, this is. I mean, of course, obviously, you're the queen of dating and the queen of marriage architect. But I feel like if I know one person who's been working on her mindset and who also understands the importance of mindset, right? Because it's one thing to understand, that you want to have a bigger business, that you want to have more clients, that you want to have more money. Like everyone can relate to that. Right. But I have to say that the people, actually, from my experience, the people that understand the importance of mindset and take the time and invest the energy and are committed to working on their mindset, for me, are the ones, when I see from the people that work with me, that are the ones that are going to go not only, the highest, but also the sooner, right? It's going to take like the shortcut. So my question to you, because it's easy to talk about mindset as a definition, and this is mindset, and I have slides about this, and we're going to talk about it, right? But what I want from you is your experience, because this is what talks, right? It's what you went through, right? So I want you to tell me and everyone who's listening, for you, what does working on your mindset has done to your business? Like what can you say as an example of a mindset And I know that it's asking you to be a little vulnerable, but this is to inspire and to show and to also share. Like, what is the mindset that you had to shift? One of them that you're comfortable to share, and that really made a difference in the way that you saw results in your business, or in the way that you saw different kinds of, of success in your business. Can you share with us?
Yeah, sure. I can give you a million. But quick thing for today, I'm working on my Mazel Tov page because I have a new dating course that's on a new website. So I had all of the Mazel Tov, every page had to be redone. And one of the things I did is I gave to my VA. I said, go search my Facebook. It would be so much faster for me to do it, right? But I said to her, here are the names of the people. Go search my Facebook for when I reached the Mazel Tov, the picture, everything, put it onto a document. And I'm going to send it to my website guy to upload it there. I asked my website designer, if she wants to be involved in this, or if I should just give it to him. In other words, I have people working for me that I can focus on my proactive clients, the people who are paying me to search for them and network for them, and also to guide them and work on their mindset. It's really big. It's so important.
So let me ask you something, because we know that hiring is part of scaling. Okay. And of course, I'm going to speak about hiring in day 5. It's going to be scale your team. But I want you to go a little deeper and more specific into what was the mindset that you had to shift in order to ask someone to do it, instead of saying what we all said at some point: oh, it's going to be easier if I just do it myself. Can you go inside? Can you take us inside your head? And what was the conversation, and how did you shift from, oh, I'll just do it myself, to I have 2 people working for me, and this is what I want to try to analyze.
I have to pay per hour. I'm not paying per month for them to work for me. I'm paying per hour. So it does make a huge difference that I'm paying them this, X amount, or another 2 hours this month, or another 5 hours this month. In other words, every hour does count. And the mind shift is that where's my brilliance is it, right? This is what you've taught me, the words, is my brilliance, to be in touch directly with my proactive clients, setting them up, meeting people for them, so that I need to be the one involved with that. So I need to delegate the other things, as many things get off my plate as possible, even if I would do it better, or even if I, I'm a control, right? Like I have to do everything myself kind of person, because I think I'll do the best job possible. But just letting go and saying, I will still pay that person whatever I need to pay them in order to get things off my plate. And I think that is the mind shift that I've been working on regarding delegating specifically.
Right. And it is a difference when you start a business, right? Because you've been in business for many years, right?
Yes.
And so it is a difference when you start, and you do have to do everything yourself, obviously, because you don't have yet the clients, or even you don't have the confidence that you don't even know yet where you're going and if this is going to be successful, right? And then it's about, okay, I'm going to have more and more and more and more clients, right? But then there's a point where, okay, you get it. You see that there is a demand for what you're offering. You see that you're successful. You see that you have what to offer. And so then it's about, like, how do I invest my time? So when was it for you that you realized that, okay, I'm not just doing this as a hobby? I mean, we know a lot of shadchani, right? Matchmaking people that do that on the side. When was it for you that you decided this is also another mindset shift, right? To say, I'm doing this as a hobby. If it brings money, good. If not. At least I didn't invest in it. At least I'm not losing money, right? So there's this mindset of, I'm trying it out. We'll see what happens. To, no. This is a real business. I'm going to have people working for me. I'm going to be a CEO. So can you take us back to that time where you shifted from, something on the side to something where this is a real business?
Yes, there are 2 times that, there were many lines in the sand, I call them, when I had to make big decisions. The first one was, I didn't plan on doing this. People just started asking me to set them up, 2012, and 100 people came to meet with me in 9 months, meeting each person for an hour and a half for free. And then when you realize that you're not with your children and your husband and doing things you need to do and not making any money, that was first line in the sand, that either I go out and get a job or I make this my job. And people just kept coming. money. So it was clearly the right decision to charge a meeting fee at that point, because if I want to continue it, I have to sustain it. So that was mindset shift, and it's still working on that one, but I get it. Like, it makes a lot of sense. And that's the one thing that really sets me apart, is I get to know each person who I set up. In fact, the next line in the sand is where I continue to meet each person who I set up, even if I'm searching for them. And someone, that was the next line in the sand, was when people started to pay me to start searching for them. That doesn't come in the first level. The first level is if anyone comes, I'm happy to set them up. And that's how many of the shidduchim happened. I'm so happy to do it. But that's when it naturally happens. But if they want me to search for them and network for them and be in touch with them more often after the meeting, in fact, almost every day, and I love it, and it's wonderful. But the point is that they're paying me. So once they're starting to pay me, where it's the value, I'm able to then pay other people to do other tasks. Even then, I'm taking a cut, obviously. So but that mindset shift was able to happen because when you're making enough money to sustain that, sometimes yes, it's more and sometimes less, right? But that's like an investment of my part. And I think it really works because also those people I'm searching, and I'm having other people search for me as well. Like, that's a big aspect as well, as I'm delegating to a team to help search with me for that person.
Right. And so
that's cool. It's very cool.
I love that. And I know we've been talking about this, for a long time, that just what you just said was already leveraging your offer. So before we spoke about scaling and delegating to your team, which was one mindset shift. And this mindset shift is saying, okay, I'm offering this service. So the first one was I'm doing it for free, I'm charging, right? That's an obvious one when you want to start having a business. But the other one is I'm charging a lot, right? I'm charging much more, maybe even than I think other people are charging, or maybe that the market thinks that I should be charging. But the mindset shift here, and I've seen you going through that, is I know that this is you talking, right?
Yes.
I know that what I am offering is top notch.
Yes. I don't think I'm charging enough now because it's there's so much work that goes on behind the scenes for this person, for each person that comes in proactive. And I think they're getting a good deal because, and they brought, and with my team working, it broadens my scope as well. And I know a lot of people, so it's wonderful. It's cool.
So we're seeing, what I love about this discussion, Daniela, is that we started with mindset, but we went into hiring. That was one mindset shift. Then we went into your identity as an entrepreneur. I'm not just doing this as a service, I'm charging money, one mindset shift. And now we're going into, I have a product, I have a service, I have an offer, but I know that I need to leverage because what I'm offering is so amazing, that I know people have to pay for it. And so that's another mindset shift. And so we're seeing that every decision I know that, I'm sure you know that, and I'm trying to explain how to deconstruct, the process, because basically we're saying that every business decision has to go first through a mindset shift. Do you agree?
Definitely. The mindset is key. In fact, we've had this discussion, and by the way, everybody, Natalie's amazing, that each time I have my monthly or every 3-week meeting, I'm always like, okay, yes, she gave me a great either mindset shift. It was probably usually a mindset shift, but there are other things that I come out of those meetings with, which are wonderful, and everyone should know that. But the mindset, that there were some times that I don't want to go into detail, that when we had a meeting, I wasn't ready to do, and I got so much done this week. You'd be so proud of me this last week, but I can do a lot. I really can get a lot done, the things that I'm supposed to get done to grow my business. I did the Google Workspace. So the concept though was when I wasn't in the mindset that was like the growing mindset and the healthy mindset of, because something, was going on in my, that happened with my software. But then once everything got better, my mindset got better. I'm like, okay, let's go. I can go, but I know myself. And my husband knows, I'm like, I have to work on my mindset. before anything, whether it's in obviously business, but also in other aspects of life. And I do believe this, and I also tell this to people who work with me, it's mindset is key. So to me, this is, you got me on the right day. Exactly.
You get so excited talking about that, and I love it because I can see like and this is true for everybody, and I love how you're showing this, that every time in a business, in a journey, we're going to be faced with challenges, and we're going to be faced with fears, and we're going to be faced with questions. And if we go straight into the wall and we're like, I need to solve this, right? Like, for example, you have a technical challenge, right? I need to solve this, right? No, it's not going to be going in the wall. It's going to be, okay, let me change my mindset so that the wall is going to dissolve. So, wow. So I'm going to let you go because I know you need to go soon. But I do want you to give one tip, okay? One tip to people who are listening. Because they hear you talking about working on mindset, doing mindset, maybe they don't even know. I'm gonna share some slides and I'm gonna tell them how to do it. But I also want it from you, from your experience, like, what is one thing that you do when you say, I'm going to work on my mindset? What is the practical thing that you do when you say, okay, I need to work on my mindset? What do you do?
Well, for starters, exercise, and I personally daven. Some people meditate. I think that's really important. And like music, that's something else that's really good. Law of attraction, we're very into that. And also, I think that it's there's a healthy mindset of knowing that. Personally, I'm religious. I'm Jewish. I'm religious, and I believe God wants it to work out. Whatever it's meant to be, it will happen. I know I need to put my efforts in, but it will be fine. It will work out, and I'm excited to see what those results. But the difference, I guess, is that I know it, and being excited to see it are two different things. Wow. So I think that is a mindset shift, saying I need to get to excited, and I need to be interested in working on it. And that goes with, eating right, exercise, all these things to get in. Also, like a nice a class, like to listen to a shiur. I think that also is something, listening to something inspiring. So all those things can work. It's not like you're just in a bad mood or in a bad space. So you just give it time, just give it time. It could take a day or two, but don't give it too much time.
No, I love what you're saying. It's basically the excitement part. I love that. It's like being excited, not saying, oh, I have to do it again, but saying, no, I'm excited. It's going to work out. I'm going to see, like, being excited even before you see the solution.
Yes. And knowing that I personally, in terms of Hashem, I know Hashem, I have so many examples, and that's another thing that helps me. I look at the other examples in my life where it was harder to see the good in something, and then afterwards seeing even better. So obviously there are other things in life that we can't, say that it's always perfect. So I don't want to say that to everybody in that way, of course. But at the same time, what I mean is, general things that it works out even better. So I'm like, okay, wait, I see that has happened. So I know that will happen. Okay, I need to get to, I can't wait to see that happen. Right. So it's something that helps me personally. And I try to remind myself, even when nothing is challenging, I try to still see those things that I'm grateful for in my life, and constantly.
I love that. Gratitude. The people that you are working with are so lucky to work with you, because people that are not married, what they want is being married. So it's difficult to be excited for something they don't have. But with your approach and with your example, you're showing them that, okay, you don't have what you want yet, but if you're excited about it, it's going to come much faster, much easier, much organically, right? So, wow, they're so lucky to have you.
Thank you. It's exciting. Thank God. It's exciting work. It's obviously, I'm happy to be there for the people who want to work with me, and it's really an honor. So I appreciate it, Natalie.
It was an honor to have you and talk about mindset. I knew you were the right person, and I wasn't wrong. Thank you so much, Daniela. Thank you for your input, and thank you for sharing your experience on mindset with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Natalie. Mwah. Be well. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Good luck, everyone. And let me know if you need any help.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was Daniela. She actually had to go, at 6:30, so we decided to do it first. And I think it worked out great, because we actually started the live with her testimonial and with her experience. And I think that this is great. We have half an hour left in our lab, because after talking about what is the the personal experience of Daniela, what I want to do, and I'm just looking at my other screen so that I can share with you the prepared for you. Let me just clicking at the right here. That it seems like my computer is taking time to, but if you're still me, what I am really impressed with Daniela's testimonial in how she was working with mindset and how she is that it doesn't matter level you are in your business, even you're beginning, you're growing, you're scaling, and we're going to talk about those but basically whatever level you're on is going to be an opportunity for you to scale your business and to scale your mindset. That's what I love about mindset. I love about mindset because it's always going to be something different that you can work on. So let me see if this is sharing. Sorry about that. Yes, it is. Okay. We have it. Great. Okay. So the Scale Your Business Lab, we did have the first introduction from Daniela, and this is what we're going to work on in those next 5 days. So today, Scale Your Mindset. We had already a great introduction from Daniela. Tomorrow is going to be Scale Your Offer, day number 2. And like I said, those of you who are listening to the recording, it's great because you'll have all the recordings every day. So whether you're watching with us live or whether you're watching the recording after, you'll have 5 videos at the end of the 5 days, right? Day number 3 is going to be about scale your marketing. Day number 4 is going to be about scaling your systems. And day number 5 is going to be scaling your team. Now, as you saw when we spoke to Daniela, the mindset is a transversal effect because it's going to be working on your offer, on your marketing, on your systems, and on your team. And I'm going to be reminding you all the time of the mindset shift that you have to go through, even when you're not talking about mindset. So that's why I always choose to start talking about mindset, because this is the drive and this is it's like a different pair of glasses or a different button that you have that you switch on, that you see things differently. And we're going to talk about that. But first, what I want to talk about is we've been talking about scaling, and I do want to put this into context, okay? So basically, we have 3 different stages of a business. We have the launching stage, the growing stage, and the scaling stage. And while I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I am sharing the worksheet with you. So I'm going to put it here in the chat, or maybe even here. Okay, so I'm going to share I'm not going to share my screen. I'm going to share in the live. I'm going to share the link to the worksheet. And if you're watching the recording, you have the link to the recording below the, okay. So here it is. I'm posting the link. Some people, it seems like some people are not finding the live. Just going to refresh my page. Let me know if you are watching, if you're seeing this or not, because if you're not seeing the live, then let me see if some other people, if you can type in the chat, those of you who are live, if you can type in the chat if you can see us. Some people are saying that you're not seeing the live, and I'm seeing that we have people in the live. This video is live now. Okay, watch live. Seeing that we have people in the live. This video is live. Okay, so I'm seeing here that if you click on the if maybe Facebook had some changes, I don't know. But if you click on the live post from StreamYard, which has been posted already yesterday, you can click on the watch live. Or maybe I can just share my screen. Okay. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, you see, and I'm showing you that in the Facebook, okay, in Facebook in the group, you have here the possibility to click here on watch live. And this is going to bring you the live of the event. So I hope that people can find it. Unfortunately, my business manager, I mean, not unfortunately, it's good for her, but my business manager has given birth yesterday. And so our team is a little, we don't have everyone in the team right now. So I don't have anyone to answer questions right now. But I think that once you click on the watch live from this post, then you will find the live feed. So I was talking about the different stages, and actually I'm going to post also the link to the worksheet in the here. If I'm posting here, I'm not sure if you're going to see it. It's posting on YouTube. So I think that you can find it if I'm posting it in the Facebook group. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, you have the worksheet. Perfect. Okay, so basically in the worksheet, you'll be able to take notes and you'll be able to actually answer the questions in the worksheet while we are doing the description here. So the different stages of a business, we're talking about the launching stage, the growing stage, and the scaling stage, which is actually the different stages that you're on when you start a business, when you want to grow and have more clients, and when you're scaling. So let me explain to you the three different stages. The launching stage is when you have an idea. You're like, oh, just like Daniela told us, oh, I know I can put together, match people together, or I know I can sell this services, or I'm good at this. Why don't I try it? And in the launching stage, we have an idea, we have maybe a business plan, and we start something and we try something. So we look for people, maybe founding members, or we do a pilot, or we do surveys, or we do questionnaires, and we start little by little building a business model and a business plan. And this is the launching stage. We have maybe 1 or 2 clients, maybe they're not paying so much because we want them as founding members. Then we get to the growing stage, which is the stage where you have a service to sell, you have an offer, you have clients that are ready to pay, and you are actually ready to have more and more and more clients and sell more and more and more. Okay, that is the growing stage. And so this stage is really about having your logo, your website, your branding, your marketing, your social media presence, your name, of course, knowing how to present yourself, the pitch, knowing what to sell, what is the price, how to look for more clients, doing networking, meeting more and more people, doing one-on-ones with clients or potential clients. So this is really having like a ripple effect and selling more and selling more. And then we have the scaling stage. And the scaling stage is basically the stage where you have a good offer, you have a good product, that you have people that are ready to buy from you, that there is a demand for your offer, and you have confidence, right? You have trust in yourself, and you have self-confidence that what you're selling is of quality. And now the problem or the issue is the issue that you want to sell to more people, but you don't have time. Or you want to sell higher prices, but you're not sure that you have the right audience. Or that you want to hire a team because you don't have time anymore to do everything by yourself. Or that you need to create systems because everything you've been doing right now was not really there was no automations or no processes or no workflows in place. And so you're at that stage where not only you're in a real business, but you're starting to become the CEO of your business. So what we are seeing here is, where are you? So those are numbers that I found and that I shared already, but I find that every time I'm sharing them, they're really like very, like, we have to realize like where we are on the map of business owners, right? 22.5% of small businesses fail within the first year. So if you're past the first year, you're already in the 79 or 77% of people that are staying, which is already a great great achievement. And then we have 50% of all business owners will never exceed $25,000 per year. Okay, so depending on where you are with your revenue, you can say to yourself, okay, I'm still in the 50%, or I have already exceeded my $25,000 per year. But that is just to show you that there's a big amount of small business owners that are really going to stay with the lower revenue. Then we have 50% of all companies that survive for at least 5 years. Okay, so that means that 50% don't survive the 5 years after the 22 that survived the first year, right? Or that didn't fail in the first year. And then we have 30% of all companies that manage to get through their 10th year. Okay, so again, depending on how much revenue you're making, or depending on how much time you've been in business, you want to see like what percentage you're in. Like, are you like in the, and usually when we do this exercise and we've been in business for a few years, we realize that we are really in a not very small, but in smaller portion than we thought. And 2%, like 6% of entrepreneurs ever achieve 6 figures in dollars, and 2% only achieve 7 figures in dollars. So if you are, like I have many entrepreneurs in my programs that are 6 figures and up, right? I'm a 6 figures and up. So I'm in the 6%, right, of all entrepreneurs, which is already wow. And then, I'm hoping to get to the 7 figures. And then when I'll get to the 7 figures and I have some clients that are already on their way to 7 figures, then they will be on the 2%. So the reason why I'm showing you this is for you to decide, like, where are you and what is the mindset that we need to shift here in order to basically get to that next level, whether it's if I'm after my $50,000 a year, or if I'm in my 5th year, or if I'm reaching my next my next goal in revenue. Wherever I am, I want to know this is who I belonged to before, and this is where I want to go. This is giving us a picture, and it's changing our belief that, okay, I'm always going to stay where I am right now. No, I'm going to move. I'm going to have more years of experience, and I'm going to have higher revenue. So what is mindset? How is mindset going to help us? And this is exactly what Daniela was telling us before. Mindset is our belief system. It's the way that we see the world. It's the glasses that we have. It's what we think is right. It's our belief system. What we think and what we learn for a long time becomes our beliefs, right? And those beliefs become self-defining patterns. So let me give you an example. If I think that having money is something that is going to make me not be nice, for example. So I have a belief that people that have money are not nice, and then this belief is going to become a self-defining patterns. And then when I'm going to get to the point where I need to make more money, I'm going to associate making more money with not being nice. That's just an example, right? And so if I associate not being nice with making more money, then I don't want to make more money. And then my mindset is basically stopping me and is creating a resistance, because my belief is that, for example, making money is going to make me become someone not nice. Or for example, if I have a belief that business people are always lying, right? That we cannot trust people that are salespeople, or they're, business people are always going to sell you something and they're not going to be authentic, right? So if I have this mindset, or if I have this belief or these thoughts that I've been thinking for a while, or I've heard it for so many times, or in my education, or in my parents, or the people around me, or always said, business people or salespeople are going to try, to cheat you, or to not be authentic, or not say the truth, then I'm going to associate being a business person with, lying or not being authentic. And if I want to be authentic, then I'm going to put some distance between me and being a business owner, and that's when it becomes part of who I am and part of my personality. Now, it's very difficult to actually understand what is our mindset. We're not aware. The first step, we're going to see that together, is that the first step that we need to go through is we need to be aware of what are the mindset beliefs, the beliefs or the mindset that I'm in, so that I know I can decide I want to stay in, it's okay, or no, I want to change. Because most of the time, it's like, looking through your eyes, you're not aware that you're looking through your eyes. This is your natural state. This is how you look. This is how you behave all the time. And this is probably how everyone around you behaves. And so the first step is realizing that this is not how I want to think, or this mindset or this belief is not serving me. It's not helping me get the results that I want. So I need to shift that mindset. Okay. So what happens is that when we're a child, from a very young age, when we're babies, we have no problem failing. We have no problem falling. We have no problem not learning, not knowing how to walk, or not knowing how to go to the bathroom, or not knowing how to eat by ourselves, right? We're very accepting, because this is a process. We know that we're going to be learning, and we don't even have to know it. We just we don't even feel bad or guilty, or how come I don't know how to walk yet, or oh my God, if I fall, people are going to laugh at me. No. We just fall, we get up, and we continue. And then we fall again, and then we get up, and we continue. But when we grow up, we start hearing our parents and our environment with their belief system and their views on what does it mean to fail. And then it starts shaping our thoughts. And then this is when we decide, basically, or it's been decided for us, if we're going to have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Right? And so we're going to talk today about the difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. This is from a book that I'm going to show you at the end, but I can even show it to you now. The fixed mindset and the growth mindset is from a book from Carol Dweck, which you probably heard of. It's a very well-known book, and she speaks about the difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. I know when I read this book the first time, it felt like an eye-opener. I understood so many people around me, and I understood so many ways of thinking that were different, and I understood which ones I wanted to be in and which ones I didn't want to be in. Okay, so let's talk about the fixed mindset. So the fixed mindset is a belief that everything is already decided and that we cannot change. Okay, so I'm sure you have people around you, or maybe you believe that to some extent, that we cannot change. I've been always impatient in my whole life, and it's not possible. It's never going to change. I'm always going to be impatient, right? The fixed mindset is made of a belief that your qualities or who you are is carved in stone. It's never going to change, right? And so it's creating urgency to prove yourself over and over. It's not a belief that we're here to learn, we're here to process, we're here to evolve. Maybe if we haven't done this until now, it's because we didn't know how to do it otherwise. That's going to be the growth mindset, right? I'm jumping there already because I feel more comfortable with the growth mindset. But the fixed mindset is basically a mindset where it's questions that are black or white, or yes or no. Will I succeed or will I fail? Will I be accepted or rejected? Will I feel like a winner or a loser? So there are people that win, people that lose, and I have to decide which person I am. Am I a loser? Am I a winner? So it's really with, stickers and boxes, and people belong to certain things. And when we have, like I said before, like people that make money are not nice, or business people are not authentic, right? So those things are beliefs that are going to be fixed, because every time I'm going to see a salesperson, I'm going to say, oh, this is a salesperson. He or she is probably not authentic. Or, oh, this person has money. They're probably not nice, because this is a fixed mindset, right? But if I'm going to the growth mindset, then the growth mindset is a belief that nothing is definite. Like we can evolve and we can grow, and that we are dealt a hand that is just the beginning. What we're given in the beginning, it's only the beginning, so that we learn how to grow, just like a baby that learns how to walk and learns how to talk. In the beginning, it's okay not to know, right? So for a baby, it's obvious. But even when we grow as adults, we are still learning, right? And we are not hiding our deficiencies. We're not saying, oh, no, I'm perfect. No, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I'm always learning. And I'm going to do things bad, and I'm going to keep on learning, right? So that growth mindset is the mindset that we need to be successful in a business. Because if we have a fixed mindset, then we are going to avoid any risks or efforts, right? We're going to say, okay, but I should know this already, right? Learning is going to be a sign of weakness. I have people that say to me, oh, no, I don't need to work on my mindset. I just need to know how to do my mailing list. I don't need to work on, making, believing in myself or having self-confidence. That's fine. So those people are going to only look at their business as a list of to-do list and tasks to do. And they're not going to see that this is an opportunity for them to grow, an opportunity for them to become someone else, to become someone even better, and to learn new things, right? And to say, I don't know everything. I'm learning. And even if I'm a very successful entrepreneur, and even if I'm a multiple six-figure business owner, I'm still learning and I'm still improving, and things are still going to show me where I could sometimes fail and sometimes be successful. And I need to be with that mindset where I'm always ready to learn, always ready to see things from a different perspective. And basically, when you look at mindset, you see that your results are very much connected to your self-worth. So what does it mean? It means that the way that you view or you love yourself is going to determine your behavior, your actions, and your actions are going to determine your results. So let's take, for example, Daniela's example on hiring, right? The way that she views and she loves herself is in her business, and her potential to be successful in her business is determining her behavior, which means, am I going to invest money in hiring, or am I going to continue doing things by myself because I don't want to invest money and I don't want the extra cost? And the way that she's going to see that is going to determine her behavior, which is, am I hiring or am I not hiring? And from that, the results is going to come, right? So our results are coming from our behavior, and our behavior is coming from our self-worth, right? So the view we adopt of and for yourself profoundly affects who you become, what you accomplish, and the way that you lead your life. Your beliefs have the power to transform your psychology and, as a result, your life. So the way you look at things is not just, oh, this is what I believe. I believe that I can do things better myself. I don't need to hire anyone. Well, this is going to have consequences, because if you're not delegating, then your decision of not delegating is going to have an impact on your results. And then your results are going to have an impact on who you are as a person and what life you lead. Okay, so everything is connected. And when you choose the power of mindset, before you start working on your strategy, on your marketing, on your revenue, on everything that we know we need to work on our business, we need to shift our mindset and reprogram our mind and our belief so that we can achieve our biggest potential. Okay, this is what it is about. Being an entrepreneur is achieving our biggest potential. And the good news is, I do want to give you good news, because it is something that we can control. The good news is that mindset are just beliefs. They're not truth. They're not the reality. There are the reality that you believe, that you see. And so even if they're strong, and even if they're really strong beliefs and their mindset that you've had since you were a little kid, we can change them. That's what I'm doing on myself. That's what I'm doing with my clients. And this is something that can be changed. And what do we need? First, we need to be aware of our beliefs. Second, we need to decide how to change them. And third, we need to enjoy the journey. Just like Daniela was talking about, being excited already, like knowing that something is going to happen in the change and already being excited, right? We see a challenge, or we see something that's not working the way we want, and then we have a choice. Either I say, oh my God, I don't have enough clients, or oh my God, I don't know who to hire, or oh my God, I don't have enough money, or oh my God, I don't even know, if this is the business that I need to be in. So many questions that we might have, fears or scarcity, or all kinds of things, right, that we can have that are going to slow down our mindset. And then we have two choices. Either we say, okay, I see I have a belief, and I know I can change it. And I know that I can decide to look at things differently. I can meditate, I can journal, I can listen to someone inspiring, I can listen to some music. I can do something in order to get me to seeing things differently, and I'm going to have different results. Or I stay in that path, which is, it's not working, it's not what I want, it's not my expectation, I'm disappointed, and then I'm not changing anything. I'm not even aware that this is a belief. I'm not even deciding to change anything. And I'm not, of course, enjoying the journey, because, this is just, snowball one thing to the next. Now, I'm going to show you a few examples of mindsets that I believe that those are the mindsets that we need to go through from the launching stage to the growing stage to the scaling stage. And you're going to see where you're at. And this is going to be your exercise in the homework that you're going to have to do in the worksheet. You're going to have to define if you are, which mindset are you in. So you know, first of all, you have awareness. That's the first thing. You have awareness. This is my mindset. This is my belief right now. Then I want you to give a grade to this mindset so that you can say, I'm giving myself a 4 or a 6 or a 7 or a 9 or a 10, because it's going to evaluate how much you're aware of that mindset. You want to keep it, and then what is the next mindset that I want to adopt, and how do I want to shift that? So let's talk about the 3 business mindsets. Those are the ones that are going to be specifically for entrepreneurs. So the first one, when you start a business, is basically being an entrepreneur. It's the entrepreneur's mindset. It's knowing how to take risks and knowing how to jump, even if you're not sure what is on the other side. It's having enough self-confidence and trust in your ability and in your in who you are to start and learning growth in your journey. It's having enough self-awareness to surround yourself with people who will be able to show you the way, teach you, support you, right? And also having enough emotional resilience to go through the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. So this is really what an entrepreneur's mindset is. And this is what, when you are starting a business, this is what you have to look for. Like if you're scared of taking risks, then you have to work on that. If you're scared of insecurity, like you're not sure, uncertainty, you're not sure of what things it's going to be and you cannot live with uncertainty, then you're going to have to work on that. If you don't have self-confidence or self-worth, then you're going to have to work on that. If you don't have the right people around you to show you what it means to really believe in yourself, then you're going to have to work on that, right? So this is really the entrepreneur's mindset, which is what we need in the beginning. And then we have between the growing, and so the entrepreneur's mindset is between the launching and the growing. And then between the growing and the scaling, we need to switch to the CEO mindset. The CEO mindset is what we saw with Daniela, right? So you're aware of your success and achievements until now, but you're still open to learning and to growing. You're aware of your competences and your expertise, but you know that you need to leverage your time with teams and systems. We're going to talk about that. You're proud of your achievements so far, but you're ready to let go, to surrender, and to allow other people to use their unique brilliance. So where you are not unique brilliant, right? And you're looking at your competition as inspiration and other industry players as potential strategic partners. So this is the CEO mindset. You're really an established entrepreneur. You already have a team, already have systems, and you are really like open to more growth, open to more change, open to shifting more mindsets yet. And the last one, which is the one that's around the scale, but even after the scaling, is the business leader, right? So this is the mindset, the leadership mindset. You're not an entrepreneur only. You're not only a CEO. Now you're a leader. So what is the difference? You're not afraid to be vulnerable and to show it. Real, true leaders can talk about their vulnerability, talk about the things that are difficult for them, and still, be able to talk about it and not feel like they're losing their self-confidence or that they are losing the trust, right? You know that it's not about you succeeding or failing, but it's about the people that you're serving, because you want to have an impact, you want to contribute. You're connected to the long-term results, even if you know that there will be challenges on the way, and you're enjoying the journey, even if it's not always easy, and you're not afraid of how people will look at you or judge you, because you embrace who you are wholeheartedly. Now, I want you, from all those 3 mindset in this worksheet, you have the possibility to choose which mindset you're on. And this is going to help us in the next 4 days in the Scale Your Business Lab. It's going to help us to know what is the mindset that you're on and what is the mindset that you need to work on. Now, in the worksheet, I spoke also about other types of mindset. I'm going to go really quickly because we're already at the hour, but I do want to talk to you show you the few examples so that you can do the exercise. So an example of self-worth mindset, right? So you have the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So fixed mindset is going to say, I don't know what it takes. I don't have what it takes. I don't have enough experience. And by the way, when I'm saying this, write down the ones that you feel are resonating with you, the ones that you're saying to yourself or that you're hearing in your head, right? I don't know enough, I don't have the right background. All those are fixed mindset. The growth mindset is whatever I don't know, I can learn. Experience is not something that we're born with, it's something that we acquire. I have been successful in ... and so I can be successful at anything. Failing is a step towards success. Okay, so what I want you to do, whether you do it now or later when you watch the recording, is in the worksheet for each mindset, I want you to give a grade. Say, this is what I think today, this is the grade that I'm giving myself, and this is how I want to shift that mindset. So we're going to go through a few examples really quickly so that you can do the work and see I'm shifting from this mindset to that mindset. The next one is abundance mindset, right? So the fixed mindset will be, I don't have enough money, I don't know how to make money, I'm afraid I will lose my money. If I have money, I might lose the people I love, I don't have enough money to invest. Those are fixed mindset. The growth mindset is there's enough money for everyone, right? Money is out there. I just have to reach out and I will get it. I know what to do with my money. Money will not change who I am. And if I don't invest in my business, I will not grow. So again, I want you to look at those sentences and I want you to give yourself a grade. Do I have a fixed mindset? Do I have a growth mindset? And which one do I want to shift to? The failure mindset shift, right? So the fixed mindset is if I fail, it means that I don't have what it takes. If I fail, everyone will see it and they will think less of me. If I fail, it might mean that I'm not in the right direction. Or if I fail, it means that I have nothing to offer. Okay. Now, I'm sure that we all had once or another time, those thoughts in our heads. Our job now is to identify them and to say, yes, this is the thought that keeps on coming back or coming up when I fail. So I want to change it to my growth mindset. If I fail, it means that I am in a learning process. Or if I fail, it means that I have to look back at what I have done and improve. If I fail, it means that I have missed something that I can fix, right? There is no success without failure. Do you see that we're looking at the same reality, but from different perspective? And if I'm looking at failure as something that shows that I'm something less than I am, then I'm never going to be able to improve or never going to be able to fix it or to go out of this mindset. I want to quickly go through the other mindset so you can do the exercise. This is, by the way, like a gym, right? You have to do the exercise and then it becomes natural, right? So success mindset. If I succeed, I might lose all my friends. Okay. I know a lot of people like this. They think that they're afraid of success or money because then they might lose friends or family. If I succeed, it might be even more difficult to lose at all if I fail again. I'm afraid to lose it because then I lost it before and then it's going to be even more difficult. If I succeed, I will not be the same person. What if I get to the top and then people are disappointed, right? So all these are mindset that we have, stories that we tell ourselves, and this is what is stopping us to scale and to be the leader of our business. The growth mindset is if I succeed, I will learn how to manage my success, keeping my friend, and I will stay the same person. It's a decision that I'm making. I know that I can do it. If I succeed, I will know what to do with my success and not be afraid to fail again. Getting to the top is only the beginning of a new journey. Okay, again, it's seeing the same reality from a different perspective. So while you're listening to this, whether it's in the live or in the recording, I want you to go through the worksheet and make sure that you're giving yourself a grade and you're shifting the thoughts that you know keeps on coming back. We all know the ones that keep on coming back. We have to have that awareness. That's the beginning of change, right? The time mindset shift, that's a big one for me, for example, right? There's never enough time to do anything in the day. I always say that. I'm working on that mindset shift because I'm always saying that. There's never enough time to do anything in the day, the week, the month, the year, life. This is a big one for me. I'm sure it's a big one for other people. I'm not using my time properly, not managing my priorities. I'm not being efficient, right? I will never have time to reach my goal. And this really sounds familiar. I'm always stressed that I need to do things faster, right? Because it's not getting fast enough. I'm impatient, right? So this is a fixed mindset. Why? Because time is something that I can learn to manage, enjoy, and relax in it. Sometimes I'm managing it and sometimes I'm not. And it's okay, right? I love that. I should really put this as a big sentence on top of my desk. I will have to learn how to manage my time if I don't want to burn out. That's a big one. And I'm on a journey and I enjoy the process and enjoy the process and it's part of the journey. Okay, so this is really important. The time one I think is really important. The client mindset shift. By the way, we have two more and then we're good. So the fixed mindset is, I don't know where to find clients. I have so many people that come to me with that mindset, right? I don't know where to find clients. I'm not sure that there are enough potential clients that need what I have to offer. This is something I hear so often. You have no idea. Even if I know where they are, I'm not sure why they would work with me. Okay, that's also another one, right? It's one that is also very, very very a common one where we hear that a lot. The growth mindset is, client that need what I have are somewhere. I just need to look for them. Oof, I love that. Even if my client's needs evolve or the market evolves, I will adapt myself and my services. Okay, so again, my attitude, my perspective, the way I look at things is positive. It's a positive outlook, it's a positive mindset, and I'm allowing myself to evolve with the reality. Okay, what, two more? So competition, that's also a big one. Why would anyone come to me? There are so many others that do it much better than me and for longer. And my competition has better products, more money, more connections, whatever you want. Put, fill in the blanks. If I hire people, they will take my clients and become my competition. Ooh, that's a big one that I hear a lot. People that are afraid to hire because people are going to steal their clients. The growth mindset. I am unique with my unique brilliance, and no one is like me. No one has my personality, my story, my life experience, and the combination of all of that is unique. I will learn from competition and from competitors who have more experience than me and turn them into inspiration. That is amazing. This is an exercise I do with my clients. That's amazing. I will become the mentor of anyone in my team who wants to open their own business. Yes, that's how you want to look at it. Yes, people are going to open their own business and you're going to help them. Okay, this is exactly the perspective. This is exactly what I teach. Okay. And visibility mindset. That's also a big one. I'm afraid to be seen. What if I don't know what to say? What if I make a mistake? What if there's technical problems? Here, we just had technical problems. I don't even know if they're solved. I don't even know if everyone got to see the live, right? But here we are. We're continuing, right? We're not stopping. Okay, we're continuing because there is a recording, because people can see it, because it's not the end of the world, right? I don't know if people will agree with me. I don't want my friends and my family to see me. Okay, so many of that I get from so many people. The growth mindset is, the more I will try, the more I will have experience, and the less mistake I will make or technical problems I will have. I have to try if I want to succeed. I will share with authenticity and with vulnerability where I am, and people will watch me grow and learn. You just say where you are. You say, this is who I am, this is where I am on my journey, and you're welcome to be with me on my journey. I don't know everything. I'm learning. I'm inviting you on the journey. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do something that you have never done before. So this is why I love mindset, okay? Because this is exactly what is going to enable you not only to be a better business owner, a better entrepreneur, a better CEO, a better leader in your business, but it's going to help you become someone else in your life. It's going to become, you'll see how this is going to start. You're going to look at your personal life, your family, your loved ones, all the events that happen in your life. You're going to see, oh, I have a choice. Which mindset am I going to? The fixed one or the growth one? Now, if you like that, I really strongly suggest that you go out and check, Carol Dweck's mindset book, because that is really what she talks about. I really applied it to business owner and to entrepreneurs because I wanted you to hear sentences that you're probably hearing in your head. But she talks a lot about parenting, business, school, relationships. She talks a lot about it. So what have we learned today? We have learned the different stages in business. We have learned the difference between the fixed and the growth mindset. We have learned why we need a growth mindset in business. We have learned what are the three business mindset and how is mindset connected to self-worth. So this is for day one, scale your mindset. Tomorrow, we're going to actually see we're going to go to day number 2, which is going to be scale your offer. I hope that we won't have technical problems, but at least this is recorded, and whoever couldn't make it to the live, you have the recording with the worksheet. The goal is that you take those 5 days. It's only an hour a day for the training, well, today it's an hour and 10 minutes because we had fun with Daniela. Tomorrow we'll have another guest and we'll have another worksheet, and I can't wait to go through Scale Your Offer. It's exciting. It's the best. After the mindset, you'll see everything is open and everything is a possibility. So have a great evening. See you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Israel time. And I will make sure that we don't have the technical problems we had today. But like I said, at least you have the recording and you can see it at your own convenience. So I will see you tomorrow. Sending you much love. Bye-bye.